The soldier's betrayal. Let me tell you a story. The old man began, leaning forward with an intensity in his eyes that demanded attention. His voice was steady, but carried the weight of experience, as if every word was etched in his memory. It's about a man named Ethan, a soldier who believed in loyalty, honor, and love. But life has a cruel way of testing those who hold such values dear. He settled back in his chair, letting the silence stretch for a moment before continuing. Ethan was a decorated officer in the military. For years, he had served his country with unwavering dedication. Through every mission, every sleepless night, the thought of his wife, Sarah, kept him going. She was his sanctuary, the promise of peace waiting for him when the battles were done. And then there was Jacob, his best friend since childhood, a man he trusted like a brother. One day, after a year-long deployment, Ethan returned home. He didn't tell anyone, hoping to surprise Sarah on her birthday. The flight was long, the drive longer, but Ethan didn't mind. His heart was pounding with excitement as he parked in front of his house. The old man paused, his gaze distant. But that's where things started to go wrong. Ethan had just stepped out of the car when he saw Jacob coming out of the garden. At first, he was thrilled. "Jacob," Ethan called out, spreading his arms wide. "You're here for Sarah's birthday too?" Jacob froze for a moment, his face pale, as if caught off guard. But then he smiled, though it didn't quite reach his eyes. "Of course," he said. "I just came early to help her with the preparations." Ethan didn't think much of it. Why would he? Jacob was family to him. They walked into the house together, and Sarah's reaction to seeing Ethan was everything he had hoped for. She cried, threw her arms around him, and kissed him like she hadn't seen him in years, which she hadn't. But even in that moment, something felt off. As the evening went on, Ethan started noticing little things that didn't sit right. Jacob seemed nervous, avoiding eye contact. Sarah was ecstatic, but there was a strange tension in her smile, a tightness Ethan couldn't quite place. He brushed it off, telling himself he was just tired. But then, that night, as they were settling into bed, Ethan noticed a half-empty bottle of wine on the back porch. 2 glasses sat next to it. When he asked Sarah about it, she said, "Oh, Jacob and I had a drink yesterday to celebrate your upcoming return." Her tone was casual, almost too casual. Ethan didn't say anything, but his mind wouldn't stop spinning. Why would they celebrate his return without him? He shook his head, forcing himself to let it go. After all, they were his wife and his best friend. What reason did he have to doubt them? But doubt has a way of creeping in, the old man said, his voice growing heavier. And for Ethan, it became unbearable. The next morning, he told Sarah he was going out to run errands, but instead, he parked his car down the street where he could watch the house without being seen. He felt ridiculous at first, like he was betraying their trust by even suspecting something was wrong. Hours passed and nothing happened. Ethan was just about to leave when he saw Jacob's car pull up. The old man leaned forward, his voice dropping to a near whisper. Jacob didn't knock. He walked straight into the house. Ethan's heart was pounding now, his worst fears clawing at his mind. He got out of the car and crept toward the window, careful not to make a sound, and that's when he saw it. Sarah and Jacob were in the living room, holding each other in a way that no friends should. The way she looked at him, it was a look Ethan thought was reserved for him alone. Ethan didn't wait. He burst through the door, his voice echoing like a thunderclap. "What is this?" Sarah jumped back, her face pale, as if all the blood had drained from her body. Jacob froze, unable to meet Ethan's eyes. "Ethan, I can explain," Sarah stammered, but her voice was shaking. Jacob tried to speak too, but Ethan silenced him with a single look. "Explain?" Ethan roared. "Explain what?" "That my wife and my best friend betrayed me while I was out risking my life." The old man shook his head slowly. Jacob tried to say it was a mistake, that it didn't mean anything. But Ethan didn't want to hear it. He looked at Sarah, his voice breaking. "How long?" he asked. "How long has this been going on?" She couldn't answer. The silence was louder than any words could have been. That night, Ethan didn't sleep. He sat in the garden, staring at the stars, the memories of his life unraveling before his eyes. Sarah came out to talk to him, but he stopped her.
"Don't," he said.
There's nothing left to say. Jacob left the city the next day, and Ethan filed for divorce soon after. It wasn't easy. The betrayal cut deeper than any wound he had ever endured on the battlefield. But Ethan was a soldier. He knew how to survive. Months later, the old man said, his tone softening, Ethan stood on a beach, the waves lapping at his feet. The pain hadn't gone away, not completely, but he was learning to live with it. He wasn't a broken man anymore. He was stronger, wiser. The old man leaned back in his chair, his story done. Betrayal cuts deep, he said quietly. But it doesn't have to destroy you. Ethan learned that the hard way. And so can anyone.